forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of what? It's going to be StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today on Radeon, it's going to be ASL 20 Champ Soma versus one9jeja. From the Wico clan, at bottom right, it's going to be a purple Protoss. It is one9jeja. Not entirely sure who this guy is, but he gives Soma everything he can handle in this game, maybe even wins. I do not know. Bottom left, it is Soma. ASL 20 champion, first ASL championship for Soma. Woo, must be good to get that monkey off of your back, man. Soma's been an amazing player for so long now. He gets back from military in 2025 and then demolishes ASL 20. So the conventional thinking that it takes a while to get back up to strength after being in the military has just been demolished by Soma. Just play like Soma. People will say they are chatting at each other, chatting up a storm. When people are talking this much, usually there's a cannon rush involved, but no cannon rush here from our guy, one9. I'm just going to call him one9. And Terry the Overlord's counting out the correct direction. Excellent stuff there. Terry, as always, Soma's like, hey, who are you, I guess? Oh, yeah, you're one9jeja. How did your match go yesterday? You know, I won. A gate opening here from our guy, an overpool opening from Soma. Everything should even and cancel out here in the early stages of this game. Tap that like button if you're excited to see a PvZ featuring 2 Korean players go into the macro game, and we will see how Soma handles the Reavers and the Archons and the Storm, and we will see how one9 here handles the Dark Swarm and handles the Plague and all that other stuff that Protoss complain about. We will see. Terror the Overlord scouting out. If you were patient, Mr. Drone, then you would know that the Overlord is going to scout and see Protoss. Right now, neither player has any idea where the other one is, and that is about to be disabused right now. Bam. There it is. So we see where the Protoss is. Terry, can you see? Oh, nope, can't see the Overlord. Look at that. Look at Soma placing the Overlord right at the edge of where the pylon can see. That is a Gosu move right there. We've got a second hatch on the way here at the natural base from our guy Soma. Still has no idea. No idea. A little bit of a high ground there. No idea where the Zerg player is. one9. And we're going to go ahead and expand. Yep. Oh, seeing the expansion as well. Terry, you're doing so well right now, Terry. That's right, Terry. Excellent stuff. Third hatch coming in on the left side. We've got Lings poking around here too. And here we go. In we go. We're trying to block the ramp with a Zealot and a Probe. Classic blocking technique here. And might actually get a Ling in. Ooh, Ling or 2 inside the main base just for a scout, if nothing else. Probably not going to get a Probe kill here. Would be a little bit strange if he did, but it's one9. We'll see how good his control is. Well, actually, one of the Lings dies immediately for Soma. Not happy about that one whatsoever. Gas coming in for the Zerg player. Third base coming in apace as well. Nothing too insane. Terry makes himself known and says, I'm just going to float on in real quick. You know, I've got a Ling scouting everything, but I'm going to send the Overlord in anyway. They are still chatting. I cannot believe how much they're chatting with each other right now. This is kind of insane. So, Ling running around forever. It's a Soma Ling. It probably won't die, or at least until Dragoons are out, which might be a while. Zealot coming across the map. We've got 5 Lings to handle that, and another 2 sets of Lings on the way too. So not even anything to be scared of with that little bit of Zealot shenaniganry. 3 Zealots is a lot scarier. Okay. This is what we're talking about. 3 Zealots showing up. That Probe getting 1 hit off is going to make it easier for the Zealots to get kills as well. So yeah, more Lings on the way. 3 sets of them also coming out. So we're forcing Lings out. We're forcing the Zerg player to not make drones either. Look at this guy. Still scouting out. Got a cannon coming up, because guess what you did? You forced a lot of Lings out from Soma, which means he might try to come in here and take you out with said Lings you forced him to make. Now, cannon, yes, good. Blocking the wall here with Zealots is pretty much just as good here in my opinion. We will see. Did we? Killed the Ling. This Probe killed the Ling. He is a hero among all of his friends there. Excellent stuff. And are this enough? I don't think these are enough Zerglings to kill this many Zealots. And yeah, Soma agrees. He's going to go ahead and back out. So now we're droning. Metabolic boost on the way as well. Hydralisk done is done. Speed or range first. We will have to see if he's planning on being aggressive or defensive with these Hydralisks, which he's not making right now. Fires up speed. Okay, so he's going to be aggressive. It's going to be a Hydra bust attempt here from our guy Soma. Let's see how 1-9 handles it. And again, a silly number of cannons is a good way to defend against Hydralisks, especially if they are piloted and controlled by Soma. Cybercore on the way at 5 minutes. It's going to be a bit of a late Stargate here, but that's because he made so many Zealots, just delaying the tech. He didn't get much damage from them, but he does defend fairly well with these Zealots, so, okay. Probe scouting. How'd you get a probe in here, man? Sees the lack of a lair, sees a Hydralisk den. Okay, let's go ahead and throw down a couple more of the cannons that we've got already here, or cannon that we have already. We got a Citadel of a Dune. Is this not a Stargate opening? Oh, no. Oh, no gateway up here. Dude, Stargate list opening. No, just kidding. It's right here. Inside the natural. Overlord saw that, yeah? I think the Overlord saw that before he started moving into the main base. So, sees the gateway, sees the Citadel finishing up here. Cool, cool. Very cool. Lair is now getting started here, and it's actually not Hydras. He might have actually canceled that speed upgrade for the Hydralisks. It doesn't take that long, but I don't see him getting a range upgrade for the Hydra. I wonder if he's trying to tech switch here into Mutalisks. Trying to make that work instead. Could really use a Sunken, maybe. Lings. Again, that's like one Ling for every Zealot. This is not a fight these Lings want to take, and they know it. They're staying away. Really just droning up hard here is Soma. He's at 28 drones to 38 probes. Everything's fine. Templar Archives coming in. Stargate not building Corsair. There you go. Corsair getting started. Extra cannon coming in. Overlord. Now the Overlord is going to see. Again, I really think he knows about the Stargate. Is he going to go Spire here? He's got to be, right? Yeah. So he cancels the Hydra play. Look at these cannons coming up, too. Ooh, this is interesting. He's actually mind gaming against 1-9. 1-9's like, it's got to be Hydras, right? I saw the Hydra den. Hydras are got to be showing up any second now, and they're not. And he's like, wait. What? Did I just waste money on these cannons? Dude, he is so chatty. This guy will not shut up. Like, I don't like playing StarCraft against people that are this chatty. It's super annoying. What are we doing over here? Wow, triple creep in that position. What in the name? What is he so worried about happening up there at the third base that he's got triple creep colony there? He's just making a million Sunkens is what he's doing. Sunken, sunken, sunken. Sunken, sunken, sunken. Dude, is he like... I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to stay alive here against any Zealot attacks that are coming, like this one, for example, with, you know, +1 finishing up soon. Speed's already done. This Corsair's like, I guess I'll get an Overlord kill. Why not? That's so weird. Now some Hydras pop out to help deal with this dude, this Corsair, but are going to get 2 Overlord kills. Zealots into the third base we go. Sunken, sunken, sunken. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. So that's what he was worried about. That many Zealots showing up. He doesn't have any Hydras, no Mutas, no nothing at all. Look at this Corsair. 2 kills. This is a great opening. At this level of StarCraft, supply blocking your Zerg opponent at 8 minutes is massive. He is. Soma is supply blocked. Can't be happy about it. Definitely not. Going to be very sad, actually. More gateways coming in. Psystorms on the way. +1 attack for Corsairs. I'm not sure, is he really... Yeah, I guess he is increasing the Corsair count. Dude, seriously, though. 1-9 will not shut up. 6 Mutalisks in production. Corsair count might be heavier than Soma's expecting here. Because he's only seen the one. He's only seen the one that has been doing a great job killing Overlords today. Third base coming in the right side for 1-9. We've got Cannon. Neat. Second. Ooh, 2 Stargate. This is where the Corsairs might reveal themselves. There are Scourge, just in case. Like safety Scourge here, obviously. Killing a single Zealot is hilarious. Lurker aspect on the way. Psystorm's already done. No big deal about those Lurkers. Thanks for asking those. Zealots try to go for a bit of a poke into the natural base, but 3 Sunkens at the front door, enough to get them to fall back as well. So, what are we looking at here, man? Macro hatches and Sunkens. Ooh, I like it. I like the concept here from Soma, doing both at the same time. Mutalisks trying to snipe off these Zealots. Look, it's not glamorous work to kill these Zealots, but, you know, every Zealot that dies is going to help you win the game. Also, this drone is heading up to the left side to try to see if it can get to a 4th base, quite possibly. These Lings escorted. Saw the Zealot. You saw the Zealot. No. Why are you leaving? That drone can't expand up there if there's a zealot parked up there. This is really funny. He's blocked him in. This guy's trying to go north, and this guy's trying to go south. And they cannot get unstuck from each other, but the Ling, I guess, has more running power. There you go. And they go on their separate ways. But there's a zealot here. Why did you not kill this zealot? Look, he's shutting down your attempt at an expansion. It's like, wait, there's a zealot here? Yes, you were just here. You saw it. Oh, High Templar, nice storm placement. That was pretty good. He knew he was going to die, but he did get some storm damage there. Dude, look at... These Lings aren't even going back. Dude, Lings, go back. Save the drone. Get off fourth base. Soma, dude. I don't understand. He must not have seen it. Because the Lings were on the same... They were here. The Zealot was here. The Lings were here. They saw him, but maybe he just didn't have his view on that screen. Zealots are heading up this way, or rather, Lurkers are heading up this way. Zealot is heading up this way. To make it hard for the Zealot to be at home there. Now, drone's coming in to try to save it there. Another Overlord dies. Not a supply block this time. Still no Overlord speed, but a Carapace upgrade for the Overlords is nice, I guess. Yeah, these Mutas are actually spending a lot of time trying to kill Zealots, which, again, is good. Zealots are strong. For sure. Okay, but free Scourge connections are not good. Okay, no damage whatsoever there. Nice. Yeah, no. Zealot, come on. Are you just gonna trade out as much damage as he can get on this hatchery in exchange for his face getting kicked in by this Lurker? Fair enough. He knows. I mean, the hatch is gonna regen HP, the Lurker's gonna regen shields. It's a trade, yeah. Maybe thinking about a fourth base up the right side here is 1-9, but also these Lings are hopping around. We got a Hive coming in here about 40%. It is. It's double Stargate Corsair. It's a lot of Corsairs, which is why we are effectively Ogre Zerging right now. There are some Hydras out on the map. By that I mean, Lurkers out on the map. Good storm. Great storm. Where's that High Templar? How much kills you got? 4 kills. That's 4 kills. How many kills he's got? His answer is 4. Fourth base up the left side, but man, fourth base is gonna get canceled here too. He doesn't want to hold still long enough to where the storm can catch him or the Corsairs can catch him. Is he really putting in hatchery? Okay, this is interesting. Are we gonna share this top right corner? This always gets dicey on maps like Polypoid, where one player is on the high ground main location and then the other player's at the low ground natural base for a spawn on a 4-player map like this. They didn't spawn there, but you know, that's eventually how it worked out. It's always weird, man. Adrenal is on the way. Soma prioritizing it like the gentleman and the scholar that he is. Got Lurkers defending. Maybe a Sunken at this base would be nice too. He's bruised up a lot of Zealots with these Mutas today. You got a Carapace upgrade. There's 6 of them. Overlords still don't have the speed upgrade, so they just died at everything at this point. This is an attack that might actually work. This is a lot of stuff. Bring in detection. It's 5 Lurkers, which kind of sucks. If you can snipe the obs, it's even better. And 1 obs down, 2 obs down. Woo! Got him. Protoss has to fall back now. That was a lot of Scourge, but it was worth it to get rid of all of the detection for the Protoss in this position. He has to fall back immediately now. Look at this, cannoning this position. Soma, again, expanding in positions where the Protoss already has a Zealot is so weird. I guess this guy wasn't already here. He was probably down here, and he came up, and he was like, wait, what? Actually, technically, the Natural's here. So this isn't as funny a position as it could be on another map. Is he going to cannon this thing? Oh, he's just going to kill it. He's just going to kill it. Dude, 1-9 is doing amazing work because Soma's playing a little bit sloppy here. I don't know about this. His 4th base was immensely delayed. His 5th base is simply dead. He has no ability to save it whatsoever. I like sending 2 Lings in to be like, hey, stop it. Stop killing my hatch. Oh, wait, that wasn't enough? Weird. I wonder, they had Adrenal. They should have been able to do it. No. Incredible. Yeah, so 1-9 is massively in the lead economically right now. He's got High Templar. Got enough Corsairs to handle these stupid Mutalisks if they want to fight. I don't think they do. Plus one attack is even done on said Corsairs. DTs are out from 1-9. Gotta love a little DT action into the morning here. But yeah, tap that like button. Subscribe. Trying to get to 75,000 subs. That's our next milestone. Lings jumping in, cracklings on top of your cannons. No splash damage here at all. Why would you do this? Why would you leave your base so exposed? All the cannons die. The army comes back to try to save the probes at least. But there's nothing to do up here because the hatch has been dead for a while, guys. Just a thought. +2/+2 upgrades there on the ground for the Protoss. He's got a +1 carapace for the flying stuff for ye old Zerg. We have Adrenal and 1/1 for the Lings and a 1/2 upgrade situation for the Hydras with range and speed. They're finally getting pneumatized carapace. Is our guy Soma. Shwonk, shwonk. Storm eats. Okay, ate that. Oh, wow. Okay, the mutas just wanted to die. That was a... We're just going to keep them here. We're going to eat the storm. We're going to get murdered by Corsairs too. Totally fine. Yeah, Cracklings against Zealots. Even if the Zealots have better upgrades, I mean, Crackling in and of itself is a better upgrade than what Zealots can get, I think. Ventral Sax is on the way now too from Soma. I'm a big fan of drops. You know that. I know that. That's the play, folks. That's how this works. Okay, trying to take top left base. Again, Zealot is here. This Zealot has 7 kills. There's a DT. Just kind of sitting on the ramp. Just kind of wandering around killing stuff. Because we didn't bring an Overlord up to this top left base at all. It's just like, if you're not going to bring detection, I'm just going to kill your hatchery. That'd be bad, right? Dude, one9 is playing so well. Charging into the natural base. Wow, he thinks he can break this? Archon at the back. No, Archon needs to be at the front. That Lurker, no, definitely not. Not with +2 Dragoons that way, man. He's not going to save this, is he? He is going to save this. It's close, though. 2 more swipes. That thing would have been dead. Dead and doornail. Corsairs show up, and they're like, you have 1 Hydralisk? Neat. Nah, first Dark Swarm of the day. Dude, the Overlord Massacre of 1877. He's not even microing against the Scourge, because there aren't enough Scourge to make him worried about it. Dude, they're all stacking up and everything. Dude, one9 is killing it today. They're just playing so well. All right, major supply block, 160 supply here for Soma. Maxed out Protoss army. Dark Swarm saving the day there. Third base under attack. Lot. Gee willikers, this is so many Sunkens. I don't think I've seen 7 Sunkens at a base in a PvZ in a long time, if possibly ever at this level of StarCraft. This is such a weird game. Finally, a Dark Swarm comes up, but the Archon's still doing damage. I mean, it's a Sunken. It was protected anyway. So Archon casually, 1 kill, casually dying to a Sunken, because again, Sunkens are incredible. Incredible, even in the late games here against the gateway units, which is why Sunken Lurker is such a potent combination if you're defending against a Protoss-style attack. Dark Swarm good to APM check. 260 for the Protoss, 350 for Soma. Dark Swarm Lurker, Archon falling out. Psy Storm in there. Archon morphing in there. Zealot versus Lurker. Too much damage. Too much damage. Base survives. Army pulls back. Protoss. So we're at 58 probes to 70 drones. So 70. 60? It's just straight up 60? No, because it isn't at 60 plus 10. 60. Anyway, trying to do French here. It's all good. We've got Plague's already out. Good stuff that way. Checking to make sure this isn't a base either. But the map's split in half. Both players having the right side bases, or right and left side bases, is bad news for Soma. Massive, massive bad news here. High Templar coming in. Shuttles coming in here too. As replacing some of the lost supply now is our guy. Whoop, whoop. one9. Is his name one9? I don't know. 1 charging in to the top left here. Not enough to defend this sucker either. Man, Protoss is just being places. There's a Nidus at this base, so as always, Nidus represents infinite reinforcements. Unless you kill it first, which is kind of hard to do, actually. So the Psy Storm's needed. There you go. Psy Storm in. Trying to come around the backside and shut this thing down. I'm not sure there's enough Zerg to do this. More Psystorm would be pretty hot. That's a storm available. That's a storm available. Ah, it's going to storm on the ramp and then Archon it up here, boys. Hasn't actually killed the Nidus, so reinforcement potential is awesome here. The Spores are just fine. Again, Spores are not defending very well against these Corsairs. Okay, it looks like there's finally enough Zerg to wipe this thing out, and wipe it out they do. Not before the Archon gets its pound of flesh. Fleshy flesh for the Zerg. Absolutely not. 170 to 136 supply, though. The Protoss is up massively. He's got the Reaver tech everybody's been clamoring for in chat. Late game Protoss, man. With that Reaver shenaniganry, it changes the game. Reavers do not care about Darkstorm. Never have. Never will. They are very susceptible to Plague, though. Unlike Archons, which are not. So again, getting a Reaver shot on that Nidus would be cool, because splash damage would kill stuff anyway. Yeah, there we go. One more shot on the Nidus. Just somebody go tap it. There you go. Tapping the Nidus. Now all these units here are all that it is to defend. I guess reinforcements are coming from the bottom side. They're storming all of those drones. Remember when it was 70 drones for Soma like a minute ago? Not anymore. It's not. Lurkers on the ramp. Any detection available here for the Archons? I don't know, but the splash damage is kind of working anyway as they're trying to kill those Zerglings. Yeah, this is good stuff from the Zealots, man. They still trade well against Hydras. Cracklings outpace them as the game goes on, but Hydras never do. Hatch down. Dude, 1-9 is going to win this thing. That's it. We're at 21 minutes. It's 59 to 51 workers now. Soma has just lost about 20 drones over the last minute or so. Holding this position. Corsairs continuing to own the sky. 6 kills on that one Corsair is awesome. Trying to come up this ramp is tough. Plagued his own wings a little bit. Not ideal. No more Psystorm available means that this is going to die. So Zerg player can rebuild up this way. A bit of a... Oh, attempted Lurker drop back behind this mineral line. Reaver shuts it down. And that's it. There's no Lurker back there. Still 59 probes. If there was an unload there and a spine, it didn't get much done. This is Soma's got his work cut out for him here at 21 minutes. Cannot be happy about it. Got to be very, very sad about it. In fact, he's going to double expand to the top left where he was before, and he's taking the natural of this location as well. So he's going to try to make up for it by double expanding, but Protoss is expanding to this natural top right as well. So this is not looking great. It's a 50-40 supply lead here for the Protoss player. He's got an economic advantage right now. Any advantage Soma's trying to catch right now is getting lost because Protoss is doing what he's doing. We need more Psystorm. We need the Reavers. We need 2 Reavers. There it is. 2 Reavers coming in. Maybe a little bit of Dark Archon shenanigan. Feedback on these Defilers would be super useful. I mean, Maelstrom less useful if there's a pack of Mutalisks flying around, which there definitely isn't one of those. Hey, drone, what you doing here, man? Just coming south, being like, huh, there's not really much by way of defense down this way, is there? Trying to pack it up a little bit. Psystorm inside the swarm. Psystorm outside the swarm. Also pretty good. Still a 70 supply lead. 190 to 120 in favor of the Protoss here. Absolutely insane stuff. I'm loving this for the Protoss, man. Lower ranked player trying to get into the ASL. Plague does not catch either of the Reavers. Somehow missed that one despite the fact that it was outside of the shuttle at the time. Holy crap. Protoss falling back. I feel like he could have gotten a lot more done here, but maybe he feels like it's not worth it. That base is effectively mined out right now anyway. Bit of a Hydra laying Dark Swarm attack coming in. Couple cannons, couple Reavers. More than a couple Reavers. Might be enough to save the day there. DT got a couple Hydra kills before he got detected and destroyed. Why are we coming back this way for? Hey, time to send stuff out, guys. These guys need to be out. They need to be moving. He's too busy microing out here with his 330 APM. There you go. Moving this group out, too. Dodging the Psystorms, as one does if one is Zerg. Soma, back up to 54 drones, not the 70 he was at earlier, but, you know, just because a player got up to 70 workers doesn't mean they're going to win. You can still lose those workers, and then things get really tough for you. Yeah, this is just, you look at it, classic late game PvZ Protoss composition. A lot of Archons, some Zealots, some Dragoons, couple Reavers. This is how it works. Getting Reaver shots on anything. is pretty good. I mean, to kill a Ling is not exactly worth it for you as a Protoss player, but, you know, you'll be fine, I guess. Is he getting more, trying to get more Lurker drops? Yep, trying to get more Lurker drops up this way. Hard to do when there's Psystorm and Reaver stuff available. 61 probes is awesome. Plague does catch the Reavers. I think the Protoss can just do this. Protoss can just sit in this game state right here and win. Just, you know, if the Protoss wants to attack, or the Zerg wants to attack into you, the Protoss will gladly accept it. Don't lose the Reaver. Don't lose the Reaver. Oh my gosh. Somehow didn't lose the Reaver. The Plagued Reaver, mind you. Contain. It's contain. It's sure you can slow push if you want. I don't care. From a caster perspective, I think just kind of being here, being square, being scary, sending Scarabs shots out over and over again. Archon's covering any big attacks that come in. This is great. This is absolutely just such a nightmare to engage into if you are Soma. Nice Plague up in that position. 5 kills on that Reaver. New Reavers joining the party. Psystorms everywhere. Lurkers inside the Dark Swarm are not the cheat code you think it is when Reaver Scarabs show up in there. Uh-oh. It's an eyebrow raise here from our Protoss. one9's like, am I winning? This doesn't make any sense. How am I winning this? Well, Soma made some serious mistakes earlier. That helps, but your late game PvZ is pretty darn impressive, man. Look at this. Nom 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 nom. And Soma! GG's out! What? 1-9. It gets the win in 26 minutes and 28 seconds. Wow. What an absolutely fantastic showing there for our guy 1-9. He gets the win over Soma. I can see why RJB sent me this replay, because what a ridiculous ending, and just so much patience, right? Just patience. He went from here to here in like 3 or 4 minutes, just like la 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 la. Reaver shots into the Dark Swarm, Lurkers dying at an alarming rate. La 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 la. Archon's killing stuff. Reavers continuing to send Scarabs everywhere. Plagues don't really bother us too much. And yeah, this base dies. Even if just this base dies, Soma's cooked, and that top left base makes it even worse. But yeah, I want to say this all started when Soma had Lings checking this top left base. There was a Zealot here. The Zealot was on the same screen as everything else, and the Lings just didn't notice it, left, sent a drone up there to expand, and the Zealot denied it. It denied the fourth base for a long time. It forced Soma to expand down here to the fourth base instead eventually. But in the meantime, Protoss never lost a base at all. Also, someone trying to expand up here was a dumb idea. Like, I don't know. Expanding up here was dumb. It didn't work out for him. This base died as well because the Nidus didn't provide enough reinforcements. Just overall, very patient, very 3v3 Protoss-y stuff. Late game. Reavering everything, Psystorming for most of the game, and this last push didn't have any Psystorm at all, which means you don't really need it if you got enough Reavers, huh? So what a crazy crackpot style of a game here from 1-9. I mean, we're just looking at a guy who plays for the Wico clan, right? I mean, that's just incredible. Like a ridiculous showing, man. All right. Well, that right there, guess what? It's going to be a win for Protoss against Soma. I guarantee at least 5 people looked at this and said, Soma versus an unknown Protoss player, lame. And they didn't watch it because they were like, this is stupid. Obviously, Soma wins. Protoss is underpowered. Lame, lame, lame. And little do they know, they would have had a very fun watch as a Protoss fan if they'd been here, right? Man, 7-2 outproduction by the Zerg, 5-1 outkill by the Protoss. But this is the thing, right? Oh, yeah, that's right there, the spend. The spend is 400 more by the Zerg. Not 4,000, 400 more by the Zerg. I mean, we're just... Whew. We're just looking at a fantastic PvZ there. Well done, 1-9 from the Wico clan. no real arguments anymore. That is a GG. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.